Hi, this is Dr. Han with the Juice Compound. We're super lucky to have Amanda Rosbarsky here with us. She's here in LA preparing for nationals, and we figured it's a good opportunity to get to know her a little better. Amanda, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Let's get to know Amanda a little bit better. We all know she's from Montana, but she probably has the best support team ever, and I'm talking about her family. Her husband Steve and I, we're good friends. We used to be competitors, and then I'll have Amanda talk a little bit more about her home situation.
So, like Dr. Hunt said, my core of my support system is my family. I have two wonderful kids, Lydia and Edison, and if they weren't game for me to chase my dreams, then it would be very hard for me to pull myself away from them and do what I do. But the core of my support system, the very heart of it, is Steve. And he is a competitor himself, no longer actively competing, but he knows what it takes to devote your time and energy to being successful in an arena, inside Taekwondo or in anything, but also his heart is behind me all the time. He allows for me to make these trips out to Los Angeles so that I can train and prepare, and he's constantly there for me, supporting me in so many ways.
Yeah, and I think it's really cool to have Amanda as part of the Juice Compound team, and even Steve's one of our members, but they make the situation just so much better for all of us, for Tim, Tony, and I. You know, we've developed a great relationship over time, and it just continues to grow. Now that so let's talk a little bit about why you're here in LA. You know, there's nationals coming up in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So talk a little bit about your preparation.
So I'm currently here on a trip. I have been coming standardly to LA for over a year, at least once a month, sometimes twice a month, to train, to check in with Tim, who does my programming, and to check in with Jason so I can get some fine-tuning, because I end up using my body a lot and abusing it sometimes just by overuse. So I get a little checkup every time I'm here and make sure that everything is working optimally.
So who's your coach here that you're in LA?
I'm on Team Zero with Reggie Liatis, and he has been a fantastic coach for me. He has a good vision for me that works with my own vision for myself.
And even Reggie has even come down to some of her sessions here, and then I think it's important to have. Yes, we are the strength and conditioning team that supports our athletes, but it's also always good to have input from the skill coaches or the technical coaches, right? Because ultimately we want to create athletes that are able to fulfill what their coaches want them to do. So it's great to have Reggie here from time to time, who's very, very technical and works well with me, and in order to fine-tune your program. Let's talk a little bit about how you were introduced to the Juice Compound. Go ahead.
All right. So, as a coach and a gym owner, we bring athletes up to Montana so that we can expose our athletes to them all the time. And last spring, or the spring of 2014, we had Stephen Landon come up, and I just was talking to him in general about principles of success, and he had talked about his trainer, that Tim Thackeray was doing his programming, and a light bulb went on for me. I knew that I needed to find a trainer who could be Kumse specific, and it dawned on me that Tim was probably doing the programming for his mother, who at the time was a two-time world champion in Kumse, and I don't know if there's anybody else in the U.S. who can claim that they are programming for a two-time world Kumse champion. So that sparked me to reach out to Tim, and that's led to this.
Pretty awesome seeing the evolution of things. So I think you've been with us a little bit over a year now or so. So how has your outlook on training and just the progression of things. Like, how is it preparing now for nationals different from how it was last year?
So I feel like I've been able to fully realize the overall benefits or the long-range benefits of training on this kind of program. Last year when I joined, it was shortly before nationals, and it was a quick, let's do as much for you as we can in the month before, but now I feel like I've really worked the cycle over and over again, and I feel what it's like to peak and then come off of that peak feeling ultra ready to peak. And that's where I am right now.
Awesome. So, if you have one piece of advice or two pieces of advice for the athletes that want to be like you, that aspire to be you, what would those two things be?
Let's see. I really think it's important to have a clear vision of what you want. Whatever it is, whether you want to be healthy and exercise and enjoy it, or if you want to be world champion, I think it's supremely important to have a vision of what you want. And then I think that surrounding yourself with supportive people by creating a network of support, be it within your family, within your skills coaching arena, and then all the support staff, which is what I get from the Juice. I get so much wonderful support that is very pointed for me. All of the Juice coaches, you and Tim and Tony, know Taekwondo better than any other staff like that you could imagine. So I think that having a clear vision of what you want and having a support system that truly has your best interest at heart are my two pieces of advice.
Awesome. And we did not pay her to say that. So good luck at nationals and in Austin, and then we'll come back with another national championship.